Here's how I traveled to Zanzibar on a budget of 38,000 Kenya shillings for 5 days. So first I had to change my currency to the Tanzanian shillings and I got a rate of 19 shillings at the Namanga border. So since this was a budget travel, I took a bus to Dar es Salaam from Nairobi. We used Tahmid and I paid 3,800 Kenya shillings. We were on the road for 15 hours and arrived in Dar es Salaam at 11 p.m. I booked a small hotel for 800 Kenya shillings for the night. The next morning I woke up and went to explore Dar es Salaam town and at noon went to catch the ferry to Zanzibar. I paid 300 Kenya shillings for the taxi for this morning excursion. For the ferry, I paid 3,500 Kenya shillings as an East African. On arrival to Zanzibar, I paid 300 Kenya shillings for taxi to my Airbnb in Stone Town that I had booked for 2 days at a total cost of Kenya shillings 3,600. While in Stone Town, I took a tour to Prison Island. I paid Kenya shillings 600 for the boat ride to and from, and paid Kenya shillings 600 to learn the history of Prison Island and get to feed tortoises. Later in the day, I enjoyed some beautiful sunset and finally tasted the different Zanzibar cuisine at the Forodhani food market. The next day, I visited the famous spice farm of Zanzibar. Here, I didn't pay any entrance fees, but you have to tip your tour guide, so I tipped Kenya shillings 600. And they also advise you to buy some products like spices or perfumes to promote the locals. I bought these 2 perfumes made from coffee at shillings 250 each, and they smelled heavenly. I then took a bus or their public transport called Daladala from Stone Town to Nungwi at Kenya shillings 125. In Nungwi, I booked a small hotel for 3 nights at a total cost of 5,000. And while in Nungwi, I visited the Baraka Aquarium where I got to feed and swim with turtles at Kenya shillings 1,100. I also visited Kiloso Conservancy where I interacted with different animals at Kenya shillings 1,100. And finally, did an evening dhow cruise to enjoy the sunset at 1,100 Kenya shillings. They served us water and fruits, and there was entertainment and dancing. The price breakdown is per person sharing. Finally, it was time to explore the beautiful beaches of Nungwi, and I got to enjoy a swim in the very cold but turquoise blue waters at no cost. For all these days, I ate at local restaurants and kibandas, or what they call mamantilie, and most of my meals ranged between Kenya shillings 100 to 300. Foods like chips and chicken were Kenya shillings 400 to 500. Water and soft drinks were 25 to 50 Kenya shillings. My 5 days were over and it was time to go back home. I took a daladala or bus from Nungwi to Stone Town at Kenya shillings 125, then took the ferry to Dar from Stone Town at Kenya shillings 3,500, and I paid for Tahmid bus from Dar es Salaam to Mombasa at Kenya shillings 4,000 because I wanted to experience the Mombasa route. Since going to Dar es Salaam, I used the Nairobi route. You can watch detailed videos of this trip on my YouTube channel, The Adventures of Marie. Follow for more budget travel content. Ciao!